great to have you both back here in Cambridge. You are regular visitors to our labs here. How does it feel to be back again?
Oh, it's always like, oh, it's coming home. It's fun. I mean, we know that we've been working with the team for a long time, so it's the jet lag kind of kills us sometimes, but it's good.
Yeah, I find it interesting because we work so closely as a team. Every day we're together on video and collaborating on different projects and meetings. But every time we come back, there's something new to see because you have so many things going on here. I mean, this is our network and our business is core to what we do. You guys have a portfolio that's much broader than that. So I always learn something new and something interesting that's going on.
As you mentioned, Suzie, we've been working together for quite a while, over 20 years now. How would you describe the evolution of the relationship between our two companies?
You know, it started, over almost 20 years ago, right, to do our 9505, which is the first handset we had that Motorola had built. And when Iridium took over the entire business, you know, coming from a bankruptcy and trying to rebuild the team, I think what I heard was, trying to find somebody who can help us take an old design and figure out how to recreate it and do something of our own. And so that's where we found you guys as experts to come and help us kind of do some backward engineering and figure out what is our new product's going to be. And we started there as just sort of like just replace this one product. And now it has morphed over the years to where you guys really are part of our team. I mean, I think of you as an extension to Iridium. You know, you're part of our engineering team, our R&D teams, to look at, new products for our customers. And we've moved from end products all the way down to transceivers to chipsets and even waveform type technologies. And you guys have helped assist us in all of those transformations and innovations around new products and services for our company and in our different marketplaces.
Obviously, my window is a lot narrower than Suzie's, but I remember the first time I came in for a meeting and met the team, and we were talking about a particular project that was underway, and it was a lot of sort of in the details of that project because we were trying to solve some key problems late in the process. So that was kind of the first view. But as we moved from that to the new things that we were talking about working on, I realized the capability that was here, and I realized that while you were helping us, complete a project, that your strength is really on the front end, and we need to leverage that a lot more too. So I remember my words as I left and we were summing up the meeting, I said, I want you guys helping us solve our most important problems. And I think that's really, you're great at that. And that's where we've been partnering strongly together. And then it's beneficial that you can not just help solve the problems, but help us take it all the way to market too.
As part of this, we have been at the very heart of Iridium's technology. What for you do you think is the importance of that highly innovative technology to Iridium?
Yeah, I mean, it's important. We are, if you think back to where Iridium started, which is an idea that you could build a satellite network that was global, that would allow a person to go anywhere in the world and have access to communications. They could talk to their loved ones, they could do business. That was a transformational notion, and it was almost impossible. And I'll share an anecdote because we've gone through some steps of evolving that technology and creating new capabilities. We're currently working on one together right now, which is incredibly transformational, and that's supporting cellular devices connecting to satellite networks. And this is a new concept in the industry. There's some work going on. No one's done it at scale. No one's done it very well yet. And we have this opportunity to do it. But if I go back 2 years, we said to ourselves, your team and our team said, well, is this possible? Could we even do this? It's a cool idea. And then through some study and some joint work, I said, wow, we think we can actually do this. And so in the last year and a little bit, we launched the project. We've been working like crazy. We want to get to market as fast as possible because there's tremendous demand from partners and customers. And it's working really, really well. But we're doing the impossible today. And every day we're doing the impossible. And that's incredibly exciting.
Yeah, I think it's part of our DNA. Iridium, it's very much who we are. I mean, as Greg pointed out, I was actually part of the Motorola team in the 90s trying to figure out how we're going to launch satellites as quickly, and it was unheard of. And even after we launched and had the amazing how even the regulatory items that they did, everything was just impressive looking back now at what we created. But it was really built for a business person to take their phones everywhere in the world, because back then they didn't have roaming. They didn't have the ability to, use your cell phone from the United States when you came to the UK. Obviously that changed over the time. And so when the Iridium that I work for now took over, we had to create new ways of approaching this. It was a very different business case. So I think innovation's been in our bones in going into the short burst data messaging and IoT markets, and creating that. And then even to our most recent one, you guys had a big challenge because it wasn't just how are we going to do this? I mean, this was built on satellites, but really were designed, in the 2010 to 2017 time period. And so, how do we take something that's several years old that's flying, and then how do you create an innovative solution that was never thought of? Right. And when we created that, but part of our thinking in the 2010s when we were designing the next system was to create a system that is flexible, because we don't know what the future would hold. And so I think that's really key of who we are, and we're going to have to continue to do that. It is a very competitive market, and lots of changes are happening right now. So it's important that we continue to keep that innovation going.
How important would you say CC has been in unlocking the potential of the system?
I think you guys have been critical. So we have a lot of deep experts in our network. But like every company, we tend to be focused on what we do, and we're focused on our market, on our technology, on our platform. There's issues for customers we have to solve every day. We don't spend enough time looking out at what's happening in the rest of the world. And as a CTO, that's an important thing, is to open up the doors and say what's happening in the rest of your industry and other industries, what's going on with technology trends. You guys are a window to that for us. I could pour through websites every day trying to get this information, but you guys are deeply involved in these technologies. And so you bring a lot of great ideas to us, and we can look at how we can bring concepts and technologies from adjacent markets into ours.
And we just recently did the strategic, really, you guys set up this strategic workshop we did this past October, which was fantastic, looking at the future. And there's a lot of those experts that get pulled out. And it's also educational for us, because our team gets to learn a lot more, and looking outward at that point in time and bringing that expertise, and also challenging us to, you guys ask back, I think, a lot of good questions to make us think, because we get focused on where we think we want to go, and bringing that brainstorming expertise in and kind of leading us through the process has been instrumental in kind of focusing in on what we want to do going forward and where are the opportunities.
To just build on what Suzie said, this workshop and a lot of our discussions about the future aren't just grounded on what's the technology options are, because you really want to start from what's happening in the industry, what's happening in the market, what are the technology trends, what are competitors doing? Mm-hmm. And you have to lay out that whole landscape and say, well, how do we navigate across that landscape, and what are the technologies and capabilities we can leverage to be the most successful and stay true to our mission and our value proposition as well. So that's tricky. It's difficult. It takes more than just sort of technology experts. It takes a kind of a consultative approach as well to go down that journey with us.
Yeah, and as we take on board the new ideas and they turn into new actual projects to deliver actual capability, how important is it that you own the IP at the end of this?
Yeah, it has. You have to.
Yeah.
IP is the key to your differentiation ongoing, right? And so we're not. We don't sell a vanilla service at the lowest cost. That's not our business model. We really are a highly differentiated network and a highly differentiated service. And so IP is critical to that.
Yeah. I would say those are the keys to the kingdom, right? Like, this is what runs our business. That is critical for our competitive advantage, and to also help us understand what is the critical piece, right, that we need to own versus what's not as important. So, it's been important, I think, working with you, and I know you guys are wonderful about ensuring that we do own and control our IP, because you understand it's our business, and that's where we need to control. So I think it's been a good partnership that way. And that was obviously one of the go for any time we do business with partners is going to be who owns the IP, where's the right lines, and for us, it's very clear and easy.
Yeah, for us, it's quite simple, really. We work for clients such as Iridium, therefore you get to own the IP, and I think that's right. That's how it should be.
We have a really recent win. I brought a little show and tell as well. I'm really proud of our latest product. It's the Iridium 9704, which is a Certus-based IoT product, and we've done a lot of transceiver type devices over the years. You guys helped us, redesign existing ones. We've created new ones, but this was a vision by our team and your team to really come with a right out of the box. You can give it to anybody off the street, not anybody, but pretty much anybody who can go out and grab some solutions they want to just plug and play and get off and starting to develop a solution. Because for us, it's enabling our partners to go fast. to not have to ensure that they have their entire engineering team or IT team to connect and get their systems up and running, especially when they want to do an R&D product. We had to go fast and quick for them. So this developer kit, I mean, it really was done with that vision of being fast and creative. And I know, you were around and seeing these develop, but so I'm really proud of the team that has come here. And it's really, again, taking, I think we spoke about it earlier, given a hard problem, right? And saying just to the team, hey, the vision is we want this to be the best product. We want it to be super easy for anybody to use, whether you're a startup or you are a big established company that can take it, bring it out, put things together, and within minutes or hours, you can actually be testing a solution.
What's next for Iridium?
I'm focused on the near term, which is delivering this new project we're working on together, because I think that's going to really change what we can offer to the market. Because now, rather than just the devices that we build together and sell to our partners, we can take any cellular device and connect to our network. And that's going to open whole new opportunities and at different price points, different kinds of services, and different kinds of partnerships as well. Because there's billions and billions of cellular devices in the market, and there's only, a couple million of our devices. So that's tremendous opportunity for all of us.
Yeah, no, you hit it well. I mean, and we are already starting to think about the future in the 2030s and beyond, in that what is the next constellation going to look like? But it's really more about the business at the end of the day. What is the services we need to provide? And, and I get asked that question a lot. I think my answer mostly is we don't know yet. I mean, there's so much that has changed over the years and will continue to change. And I think, again, it's back to what's the core of who we both are as companies. It's about innovation, and it's about being prepared to be able to do those pivots, to be able to do those shifts that are needed, seeing where the world evolves in the next 10 to 15 years. Right? It's really hard to predict exactly what 2035 is going to look like. And it's all about ensuring that what we're building today and tomorrow will enable the ability to do those shifts, because we can watch and see what's the need and where the business cases are going. So I think that's important for us. I think that's more important to me is not just the what, but it's the how we're going to get there, and ensuring that we do that every step we take, that we keep that openness for the future.
So thank you, Suzie and Greg, for taking the time today to talk through some of the fun and the challenges that we worked together on. And like most of all, just to thank you for spending a bit of time with me today. It's very much appreciated. And I wish you both huge success with Iridium in the coming years.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
and you'll be part of our future too. So
yep.
we'll see you again.